So this gentleman was one of the most underrated defensemen of his era. I don't think the Quebec Nordiques would have had the success they had in the early to mid 80s without him. Known for his offense, for his defense, a true captain in every sense of the word. And again, he was captain for the Quebec Nordiques for a few seasons when Quebec was knocking off Montreal and getting to the semifinals on a semi-regular basis. So we're going to talk about the very excellent and a very talented Marois. Now, Marois came to prominence as a young child by playing in the 1968, 69, and 70 Quebec International Pee Wee hockey tournaments with a squad from L'Ancienne Lorette, Quebec, his hometown. Now, 5'11", 190, had a strong right shot. Started his career with the New York Rangers after being drafted 67 overall in the 77 NHL entry draft. Now, he came to major prominence in his junior career with the Quebec Remparts of the Q. Best season with Quebec was 1977, his draft year, where he had 84 points in the regular season in 72 games, including 18 points in 14 playoff contests. Now, 78, he was sent to New Haven for some seasoning. Had 31 points in 52 games, including 8 goals, and with a cup of coffee in New York, he had 2 points in 8 games. Now, in 79, when the Rangers made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, he eventually had a great Euro rookie campaign, 31 points in 71 regular season games, and 6 points in 18 playoff games. 1980, he found himself another great season with the Rangers, 31 points in 79 games. Now, 81, he was half stick will travel. Played with the Rangers, Vancouver, and Quebec that year. 69 games, 5 goals, 14 assists. 21 assists for 26 points. Now, he was taking a lot of penalties, but he wasn't really a fighting or dirty player. He was sort of the quarterback for the defensive side. Now, he saw some playoff action in 81 Quebec with 5 games. Then 82, he really opened out, 43 points, including 11 goals, and of course, he helped knock off Montreal in the quarterfinal round in a very determined victory by the Nordiques. Now, 83, injury plagued, unfortunately, 14 points in 36 games. 84, 49 points in 80 games. Technically, his career season, 13 goals, 5 points in the playoffs. Now, 85, the Quebec made it all the way to semifinals yet again. He had 43 points in the regular season, including 37 assists, and 8 points in 18 playoff games. But his tenure as captain for Quebec came to an end when he found himself in Winnipeg in 86 with 76 games, 5 goals, 40 assists for 45 points. Now, he stayed with Winnipeg for a few seasons, then came back to the Nordiques in 89, where he had 13 points in 42 games. Now, his last full season with the Nordiques was 1990, where he had 18 points in 67 games. Now, he found himself in St. Louis 91-92, then back to Winnipeg at the end of the 92 season, and then wrapped up his career with the Hamilton Canucks of the AHL with 32 points in 68 games in 1993. Now, he was player assistant coach with Hamilton, which was a good preparation for his off-ice retirement. He worked as a scout with the Hurricanes and Canucks before becoming an amateur scout with the Red Wings, and he was later inducted in the QMJHL Hall of Fame in 2016, well deserved. Now, in 1989, when Quebec did not make the playoffs, he was called to play for Team Canada. He had 4 assists in 10 games, and a very, very strong year for Team Canada at that World Tournament. Again, total NHL contests, 955 games, almost got 1,000 games, 433 assists, 76 goals, in 100 playoff games. He had 38 points in 100, like I said, 100 games. But the penalty minutes, he was one of the all-time leaders in penalty minutes in NHL history with 1746. Again, not a dirty player, but was able to rough it up with the best of them. And, I wonder, like I said, if Quebec would have had drafted a third or fourth defenseman to take a little bit off the pressure off Mario, like I said, but Mario, he survived the wars against the Montreal Canadiens, and for that era up until 1987 when he was gone, Quebec was pretty well getting the better of Montreal in the playoffs because in the tenure there in that early part of the Battle of Quebec, he defeated Montreal twice and lost once, and the second loss could have went either way. So Mario was one of the big reasons that Quebec did so well against not only Montreal but the other teams in the league. So that's a legend of Marois. Please give us a like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks for dropping in, and happy first week of December. Bye.